Hey everyone, and welcome to our deep dive into the world's healthiest foods.
That's gonna be a delicious one.
I'm excited for this one.
Uh,
We've got some really interesting sources to work with today.
yeah, we do.
You guys sent us a video countdown from Watch Mojo
Mm-hmm.
and a really detailed list from BBC Good Food.
That's a good combo, I think.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. It's going to be interesting to see how those two perspectives come together.
Totally.
Yeah.
So how do you want to tackle this?
Well, I think we should start by figuring out what exactly we're trying to achieve here.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Like, what's the main goal of this deep dive?
Our mission should be to give our listeners a clear idea of which foods they should be adding to their plates.
Right. Backed by research.
Of course, based on what these sources tell us.
Okay, so where should we begin?
Well, the most logical place to start is to look for the common ground.
Okay.
What foods do both of these sources agree are the healthiest?
Makes sense. Give me the A-list of healthy eats.
All right, so both sources give a big thumbs up to avocados,
Okay.
black currants.
Brussels sprouts.
I knew those would be in there.
Garlic, lentils, salmon, and walnuts.
Wow, that's quite a diverse group.
It is. And actually that brings up something that both sources really emphasized.
What's that?
The importance of a varied diet.
Right. No single food is a magic bullet.
You got it.
It's all about eating a rainbow of different foods to get all the nutrients your body needs.
Exactly. Speaking of which,
Hmm.
avocado was a big one for both sources.
Yeah, avocados are so popular these days. I put them on everything.
And for good reason, Watch Mojo ranked avocado as the #2 healthiest food overall.
What was their reasoning?
Well, they talked a lot about the good fats
Okay,
and the fiber content.
makes sense.
Plus, avocados are full of vitamin K, which is really important for bone strength.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and because they had to mention guacamole.
Aha, classic.
But BBC Good Food actually went a little deeper.
Oh, really?
They did. They actually placed avocado at the top of their list.
Wow, so avocado is the ultimate winner here.
It seems so. They echoed all the good stuff about fats and fiber,
Mm-hmm.
but they added some really interesting details too.
I love the details. Spill the beans.
Okay, well, first of all, they highlighted avocado's folate content.
Folate.
Yeah, which is really important because it helps lower something called homocysteine levels in your blood.
Homocysteine.
Yeah, it's a mouthful.
Yeah.
And high homocysteine is actually linked to an increased risk of heart disease.
Oh, wow. So adding avocado to your diet could actually protect your heart.
That's what they're saying.
I love that they connected the dots between the nutrient and what it actually does in your body.
Right. It's not just about the science. It's about how it affects your health.
Exactly. What else did they mention about avocados?
Well, they also pointed out its mineral content.
Okay.
Things like iron, copper, and potassium.
Nice.
And get this, avocado actually has even more soluble fiber than most fruits.
Wow. Avocados really are the MVP of healthy eating.
It seems so.
Speaking of heart health,
Yeah.
I was surprised to see black currants getting so much love from BBC Good Food.
Watch Mojo didn't even mention them.
Right. That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe they just weren't cool enough for the video countdown.
Maybe so. But it just goes to show that it's good to get multiple perspectives.
Yeah.
Because BBC Good Food was really singing black currants' praises.
What do they say about them?
Well, they called them an unexpected winner.
Haha.
And they said that black currants have 30 times the vitamin C of blueberries
30 times. That's insane.
and 40% more polyphenols.
Okay, I'm going to need a little refresher on what polyphenols are and why we should care about them.
Okay, so polyphenols are powerful antioxidants,
Okay,
meaning they protect our cells from damage caused by free radicals.
got it.
And free radicals are basically these unstable molecules that can damage our cells and contribute to all sorts of problems.
Like what?
Well, they're linked to everything from heart disease to cancer to premature aging.
Yikes.
So foods rich in polyphenols are like little shields for our bodies.
Yeah.
So by choosing black currants over blueberries, we're basically getting a mega dose of protection.
That's the idea.
Interesting. What else did they say about black currants?
They mentioned that there's some ongoing research looking into how black currants might actually impact blood pressure,
Blood pressure.
which is a big deal for heart health.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, black currants are officially on my radar now.
Good. They're super versatile too.
Oh, yeah.
You can add them to smoothies
Mm-hmm.
or desserts.
Yeah.
They even make great jams and jellies.
Okay, I'm sold.
Now,
Mm.
are you ready to talk about a veggie that often gets a bad rap?
Oh, I think I know where you're going with this. Bring on the Brussels sprouts.
Huh? You got it.
I feel like Brussels sprouts are having a real moment right now.
They are.
They're going from childhood enemy to health champion.
Exactly. And Watch Mojo even poked fun at their bad reputation before diving into all their benefits.
Yeah, what did they say about them?
Well, they talked about the fiber content
Okay.
and all the vitamins they're packed with. Plus, they provide a lot of immune system support.
So they can help you avoid getting sick.
That's right. They even touched on potential anti-cancer properties.
Wow. So not only can they keep you from getting a cold, they might even help fight off serious illness.
That's what the research is suggesting.
I'm starting to see why they're so popular now.
And BBC Good Food, being BBC Good Food, went even deeper into the science.
Oh, I bet they did. They love their science.
They do. They focused on a specific antioxidant found in Brussels sprouts called camphorol.
Camphorol.
Yep, it's a mouthful.
What's so special about this camphorol?
Well, studies are showing that it has all sorts of potential health benefits.
Okay, like what?
Protection against heart disease,
Okay.
cancer,
Wow.
and even neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's.
Wait, so you're telling me that Brussels sprouts might actually make you smarter?
That's what the research suggests.
Maybe that's why they're the bane of picky eaters everywhere. They're just too powerful.
Could be. But jokes aside, I think both sources make a really strong case for giving Brussels sprouts a second chance.
Yeah.
And there's so many delicious ways to prepare them now.
Oh, absolutely. Forget the boiled mush of our childhood.
Right. Roasted with a little olive oil and sea salt.
Sign me up.
Now, before we move on, I think it's worth pointing out a trend we're seeing in both of these sources.
What's that?
A lot of what we call superfoods.
Ah, yes.
The
It's
superfoods.
like kale, broccoli, sweet potatoes, blueberries, oats, wild salmon. They just kept popping up.
They did. It's like they couldn't resist including all the superstars.
Right, and these are the foods that consistently earn that superfood label.
Yeah.
Because they're nutritional powerhouses.
Totally. They're packed with vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, all that good stuff.
Exactly. And both sources gave us little glimpses into why each of them deserves that title.
Yeah. Watch Mojo called kale a multivitamin on a plate.
I love that.
And BBC Good Food went deep on broccoli's cancer-fighting potential. It's almost like broccoli's the tree of life.
But what's really interesting is that these superfoods often work together.
Synergistically, their combined effects are greater than the sum of their parts.
So eating a variety of superfoods is like creating a superhero team inside your body.
Exactly. Each one with its own unique powers.
I love that analogy. Okay, we've covered a lot of plant-based goodness, but both sources acknowledge the importance of protein, too.
Of course.
What did they highlight on that front?
Well, Watch Mojo kept it pretty straightforward.
Okay.
They focused on chicken breast and lean beef as good sources of protein.
Classic protein sources.
Right. And they also acknowledged the less than healthy reputation of fast food burgers.
Yeah, not exactly a superfood.
But I bet BBC Good Food had some more adventurous protein picks up their sleeve.
I bet they did. What did they suggest?
They mentioned egg salmon again.
Okay.
And even liver.
Liver.
Yep. It's definitely not for everyone, but it's incredibly nutrient dense.
Okay. I'm intrigued, but also a little hesitant. We might have to come back to that one.
Fair enough. They also included tempeh.
Tempeh.
It's a fermented soybean product that's becoming really popular as a plant-based protein source.
I've seen it at the store, but never tried it.
It has a really unique, nutty flavor.
Interesting.
What's great is that by comparing these two sources,
Yeah.
you can see how they cater to different tastes and preferences.
Right.
Watch Mojo is going for the familiar, while BBC Good Food encourages a little more exploration.
Which is perfect for our deep dive.
Exactly. It's all about expanding your knowledge and discovering new possibilities.
Speaking of discoveries,
Yeah.
BBC Good Food had some real surprises on their list of healthy picks.
Oh, yes.
Like what?
They threw in a few curveballs that I bet you weren't expecting.
Hey, hit me with them.
Like kefir.
Kefir.
Yeah, it's a fermented milk drink that's super rich in probiotics.
Probiotics.
Those beneficial bacteria that are so good for our gut health.
Right. Probiotics are so important for a healthy gut.
They are.
So kefir is like a supercharged yogurt.
You could say that.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
It has a slightly tangy, almost fizzy flavor. And it's packed with those good bacteria that can help with digestion, immunity.
Okay, I'm adding kefir to my shopping list. What else did they mention?
This one might surprise you. Gouda cheese.
Wait, Gouda cheese, like the cheese.
Yes. And it's actually good for you.
Really?
They highlighted its benefits for bone health and blood pressure.
Hold on, cheese. That's good for my bones and my blood pressure.
That's what BBC Good Food is saying.
I'm officially adding Gouda to my shopping list. What else?
They also highlighted pistachios,
Pistachios.
which are packed with lutein and zeaxanthin.
Oh, yeah. Those are good for our eyes, right?
Exactly. They help protect our eyes from damage caused by blue light and oxidative stress.
So they're like built-in sunglasses for our retinas.
Uh-huh. You could say that.
Okay. Gouda for strong bones and happy blood pressure pistachios for superpowered vision. What else?
They rounded out their list with watercress.
Watercress.
Yep.
I never would have thought of that.
They praised it for being loaded with powerful cancer-fighting compounds.
Wow, watercress. Never thought I'd hear that called a superfood.
I know, right?
Oh.
But it just goes to show that there are so many hidden gems in the world of healthy eating.
Absolutely. And that's what makes this deep dive so exciting. We're uncovering all these unexpected treasures together.
It's a delicious adventure.
All right. I think we've covered a ton of ground in this first part of our exploration.
Yeah, we have.
We've got our A-list of healthy foods,
Uh-huh.
a deeper understanding of avocado and black currants,
Definitely.
and we've even ventured into the world of superfoods and unconventional picks.
We're just getting started.
I can't wait to see what other delicious discoveries await us.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back to our deep dive into the world's healthiest foods.
I'm ready for more delicious discoveries.
Me too. We covered so much ground in part one.
We did.
But I think it's time to go beyond just listing healthy foods
Yeah,
and really delve deeper into the why.
absolutely.
Mm.
We need to understand what makes these nutritional superstars tick.
Exactly. What are the specific mechanisms at play?
Right, like how do these foods actually benefit our bodies?
I'm all for that. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. Where should we start?
Well, since we were just talking about those unconventional picks from BBC Good Food,
Mm-hmm.
let's stick with that theme and explore one that really caught my eye.
Okay, which one?
Watercress.
Watercress. Okay, I have to admit, I'm intrigued, but also a little clueless.
Uh-huh. That's fair.
What's the big deal about this unassuming little green?
Well, what's fascinating about watercress
Yeah.
is that it's actually a member of the cruciferous vegetable family,
Really?
like broccoli and Brussels sprouts.
Huh. I never would have guessed.
It seems so delicate compared to those hardy veggies.
Yeah, it does.
But it's true. And like its cruciferous cousins, watercress, is packed with these potent compounds called isothiocyanates.
Isothiocyanates.
Yeah, it's a mouthful.
Oh.
But BBC Good Food highlighted how these isothiocyanates have powerful cancer protective properties.
So it's not just a pretty garnish.
Nope.
It's a serious health contender.
Exactly. What's really cool about isothiocyanates
Yeah.
is that they have this amazing ability to trigger our body's own detoxification processes.
Detoxification.
Yeah, helping to neutralize harmful substances that can damage our cells and lead to disease.
So it's like watercress is giving our internal cleaning crew a super boost.
Exactly. They're getting rid of all the junk that can build up in our bodies.
I like that. Did they mention any specific types of cancer that watercress might protect against?
They did. They specifically called out colon, prostate, and even skin cancer.
Wow, that's impressive. It seems like a small but mighty veggie.
It is. And they also mentioned something about watercress being loaded with antioxidants.
Right. Antioxidants are always good.
They are. They highlight it as high concentration of polyphenol plant compounds,
Polyphenols.
which we talked about earlier.
Right. Those are the ones that protect us from free radicals.
Exactly. They help combat oxidative stress,
Oxidative stress.
which is basically an imbalance in our bodies that can lead to all sorts of chronic diseases as we age.
So watercress is like a little fountain of youth.
Haha, in a way.
Okay, I'm officially adding watercress to my shopping list. Any tips on how to eat it?
Well, besides just sprinkling it on everything,
Yeah.
BBC Good Food did have a few recipe suggestions.
Oh, perfect. I'm all ears.
They mentioned a leek pea and watercress soup that sounds absolutely delicious.
Ooh, that does sound good. I love soup.
And they also had a recipe for a ham tomato and watercress tart.
Interesting. A tart. Okay, maybe I'll give that one a try.
Sounds good.
Okay, we've got our leafy green champion covered.
We do.
What other nutritional superstar should we put under the microscope?
Let's switch gears completely and talk about a food that often gets a bad rap,
Okay,
but is actually incredibly nutritious.
I'm intrigued. Lay it on me.
Liver.
Liver. Okay, that one might take some convincing.
I understand.
It's not exactly at the top of my list of favorite food.
I get it. It's not for everyone, but trust me on this one.
Okay, I'm listening. Why is liver so special?
BBC Good Food called it one of the most nutrient-dense foods available.
Wow, that's a bold statement.
It is, but they have a point.
Okay, give me the liver lowdown. What makes it so nutrient dense?
Well, first of all, it's a powerhouse of protein,
Okay.
low in calories, and absolutely packed with essential vitamins and minerals.
So it's like a multivitamin in a food.
You could say that. We're talking a laundry list of nutrients that our bodies crave.
Okay. But why is it considered so much better than, say, just eating a regular piece of meat?
That's a great question. It comes down to the type and bioavailability of the nutrients, meaning that the nutrients in liver are in a form that our bodies can easily absorb and utilize.
So it's not just about the quantity, it's about how readily our bodies can actually access and benefit from those nutrients.
Exactly. It's like liver is giving our bodies the nutrients in their most user-friendly format.
Got it. So it's like liver is giving our bodies the VIP treatment.
Exactly. For example, liver is an excellent source of vitamin A.
Okay.
But specifically in the form of retinol.
Retinol.
Which is the preformed active form of vitamin A.
So our bodies don't have to go through extra steps to convert it into a usable form.
Exactly. It's ready to go.
Wow, that's efficient.
It is. And the same goes for vitamin D.
Okay.
Liver provides vitamin D3, which is the form that our bodies prefer.
Interesting. So while I might get some vitamin A from carrots,
Yeah.
the vitamin A in liver is like a VIP pass getting straight to the front of the line.
I love that analogy.
And on top of the A and D,
Yes.
liver is also an amazing source of iron B vitamins and even copper.
You got it.
Copper. What's copper good for?
It's involved in energy production and other important processes in our bodies.
Okay, I'm starting to see the appeal, but let's be real. Liver isn't exactly known for its deliciousness.
That's true. It does have a distinct flavor that some people find off-putting.
What's the best way to eat it without, well, feeling like you're eating liver?
Good question. Well, BBC Good Food mentioned the classic liver and onions dish.
Liver and onions?
Yeah. It can be quite tasty if done right.
All right, maybe I'll give it a try. I'm always up for expanding my culinary horizons.
That's the spirit.
Especially if it means boosting my nutrition.
Exactly. And remember, you don't have to eat it every day to reap the benefits.
True. Just a little bit here and there can make a difference.
Exactly. Okay, so we've explored the surprising world of watercress.
We have.
And made a case for the often overlooked liver.
Yep.
What other food adventures await us in this deep dive?
Well, since you mentioned expanding culinary horizons, let's talk about a food that's gaining popularity as a plant-based protein source.
Okay. Which one are you thinking of?
Tempeh.
Tempeh. Good choice.
I've definitely seen it at the grocery store, but I'll admit I've never actually tried it.
You're missing out.
What exactly is it?
Tempeh is a traditional Indonesian food made from fermented soybeans.
Fermented soybeans?
Yeah, it has this firm texture and a nutty, earthy flavor that's quite unique.
Sounds interesting. Is it one of those acquired taste type of things?
It can be for some people, but a lot of folks really enjoy the flavor.
Okay.
Especially when it's prepared in a way that highlights its versatility. But it's that fermentation process that makes tempeh so special from a nutritional standpoint.
Okay, I'm sensing a theme here. We talked about fermentation with kefir too.
We did.
What's the magic of fermentation when it comes to health benefits?
Well, for starters, fermentation breaks down these compounds known as anti-nutrients.
Anti-nutrients.
Which can actually inhibit our absorption of certain vitamins and minerals.
Oh, wow. So it's like pre-digesting the food for us.
Exactly. Making those nutrients more readily available to our bodies.
So it's not just about what nutrients are in the food.
Right.
It's about how available they are to our bodies.
Exactly. What does this mean specifically for tempeh?
Yeah, what nutrients are we getting a boost from?
In the case of tempeh, fermentation unlocks a hefty dose of bone-friendly minerals.
Oh, like what?
Like calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus.
Interesting. Those are all essential for strong bones.
They are.
So it's not just a good protein source. It's also supporting bone health. Talk about a win-win.
Exactly. And let's not forget about the benefits of fermentation itself.
Right, the probiotics.
You got it. Fermented foods like tempeh introduce all these beneficial bacteria into our gut.
And those good bacteria can have all sorts of positive effects on our health, right?
Absolutely. They can improve digestion, boost our immune system, and even have positive effects on our mental health.
Wow, tempeh is sounding more and more appealing by the minute.
I know, right?
I'm definitely going to have to pick some up at the store.
Yeah.
Any tips on how to prepare it?
So you actually enjoy eating it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't want it to just sit in my fridge.
Well, BBC Good Food had a few tempting suggestions.
Oh, perfect.
They mentioned a chili tempeh stir-fry.
Ooh, a stir-fry. I love stir-fry.
Quick and easy.
And you can pack in a ton of veggies.
Exactly. What else do they recommend? A tempeh tray bake.
The dreaming.
Yeah, great for a simple one-pan dinner. Just toss everything on a sheet pan and pop it in the oven.
Perfect for a busy weeknight.
Exactly. And I'm guessing tempeh takes on flavors really well.
Yeah.
So you can get creative with marinades and sauces.
I love that idea. Okay, I'm officially adding tempeh to my to-try list. I'm all about discovering new foods that are both delicious and good for me.
Me too. And I think this is a perfect example of how exploring different sources of information,
like we're doing in this deep dive.
exactly, can open up a whole world of culinary possibilities.
Well said. All right, we've covered watercress liver and now tempeh.
Quite a journey.
What other nutritional gems are waiting to be unearthed in this deep dive? Welcome back to our final exploration of the world's healthiest foods.
Time to wrap up this delicious deep dive.
I know, it's amazing how much we've uncovered already.
From black currants to tempeh to liver.
It's been quite a culinary adventure.
It has. But before we wrap things up,
Okay.
I think it's important to touch on one more category of foods.
All right, what's that?
Nuts and seeds.
Oh, yes, the dynamic duo of healthy snacking.
They were all over both of our sources.
They were almonds, walnuts, pistachios, chia seeds. It's like nature's trail mix.
Exactly. And for good reason.
Okay, let's break it down. What makes nuts and seeds so special?
Well, both Watch Mojo and BBC Good Food highlighted the fact that they're excellent sources of good fats.
Right, the healthy fats that our bodies need.
Exactly. Primarily polyunsaturated fats,
Okay.
which are super important for heart health.
Yes, those are the fats that help lower bad cholesterol and reduce the risk of heart disease.
Exactly. So if you're looking to be more heart healthy,
Which I am.
nuts and seeds are definitely your friends.
Great to know. What else did they say about them?
Well, beyond heart health, nuts and seeds are also packed with other essential nutrients.
Yeah.
Protein, fiber, vitamins, and minerals.
It's like they're little nutritional powerhouses.
They really are.
Wow.
Watch Mojo actually emphasized the convenience factor of almonds.
Oh, yeah. Almonds are a great on-the-go snack.
Exactly. Just a handful can really tide you over between meals.
Yeah, they give me that boost of energy when I need it.
That's because of the healthy fats, the protein, and the fiber.
They really are a perfect snack. What about some of the other nuts and seeds?
Well, BBC Good Food dove a little deeper into some of their unique benefits.
Well, I'm all ears. Tell me everything.
Okay, so they highlighted pistachios as being particularly beneficial for eye health.
Because of...
Their high levels of lutein and zeaxanthin.
Right. Those are those powerful antioxidants that protect our eyes from damage.
Exactly, like internal sunglasses.
Love that analogy.
What else?
BBC Good Food also called out walnuts as being the top source of a specific omega-3 fatty acid
Okay.
called alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA for short.
ALA.
Okay, I'm following.
Now, omega-3s are those healthy fats we usually associate with fatty fish like salmon.
Right. Salmon is like the poster child for omega-3.
It is. But ALA is especially important for people who don't eat a lot of fish.
Ah, so it's like a plant-based alternative.
You could say that.
I'm not a huge fan of fish, so that's good to know.
It's an essential fatty acid.
Meaning?
Our bodies need it, but can't produce it on their own.
So we have to get it from our diet.
Exactly. And walnuts are a great way to do that.
Okay, so whether I'm snacking on almonds for energy, adding walnuts to my salad for omega-3s,
Yep.
or incorporating chia seeds into my smoothies.
It sounds like you've got your nut and seed game plan figured out.
I think I do. They really are a nutritional powerhouse.
They are. And don't forget,
What's that?
variety is key.
Right, just like with fruits and veggies.
Exactly. Eating a mix of different nuts and seeds ensures we're getting a wider range of nutrients.
It's a match.
Exactly. Create your own trail mix.
Okay.
Sprinkle different seeds on your yogurt. Experiment with nut butters beyond peanut butter.
Ooh, good idea. I love almond butter.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
So there you have it.
The amazing world of nuts and seeds.
Tiny, but mighty.
Okay. I think it's time to wrap up this deep dive.
I agree.
With one final thought-provoking question.
Ooh, I like where this is going.
Both of our sources today emphasize the importance of variety in our diets.
Yes. Variety is the spice of life.
And of healthy eating.
Exactly. So the question is,
Right, is it?
what unique combinations can you create? What unexpected superfoods might you discover?
I love that challenge.
The world of healthy eating is vast and constantly evolving.
It is.
So go out there.
Okay.
Explore.
Yeah.
Discover what works best for you.
It's not about following a rigid set of rules.
Nope.
It's about finding what you enjoy and what makes your body feel good.
Exactly. And appreciating all the amazing foods that nature has to offer.
That's the perfect note to end on.
It is.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world's healthiest foods.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope you learned something new and feel inspired to make delicious and nutritious choices every day.
Until next time.
Happy eating.